This is the recording for class 9003, English 3, and it is lesson number 2. Please remember that lesson number 3 is going to be held according to what I wrote today in the notifications section, because that's going to be an online class where you can ask all the questions possible. Today, our class is going to be mainly focused on vocabulary, just a little bit of grammar about the use of have got. That is not difficult. And finally, you're going to be having a task because all the grammar and vocabulary of the unit was already uploaded in the previous lesson. So today you're going to have a task to complete. And it's going to be in the forum. So I wish you the best. As I was saying, today the goal is to describe people's appearance. Take a look at the spelling of appearance because it's not difficult, easy to write. The vocabulary is going to be about appearance and grammar about have got. So you can see the title of the unit is Fashion Sense. You know the word fashion. Fashion is how people dress at a certain time. You know that colors, clothes, etc. are in fashion or they are fashionable. That is expression, right? In fashion and fashionable. Is fashion important to you? Do you read magazines about fashion? Do you look for fashion, Instagrams or that kind of stuff? Because now we're going to read an article about the history of fashion. Look at the expressions 1 to 5. Find them in the pictures. They are a wig, jewels, a beauty spot. No, I'm sorry, a beauty spot, a necklace, and makeup. Look at the word makeup middle. That is different from other references to the word makeup. So, can you find them in the pictures? Look, picture letter A is a wig. A wig is something that people used to put on the head, like not real hair. That is a wig. Number 2, one is also in letter B. Yeah, that's a wig also. Okay, it appears in 2. Number 2 is jewels. You can see jewels in letter C. Oh, they are on her hair. And a necklace, because there is a necklace that is number 4, it's in letter C as well, because a necklace is a jewel. Jewel is the general word for rings, earrings, necklaces, all those stuff that are for decoration. Do you like them? Do you wear them? 3, a beauty spot is in number 4. A beauty spot is number 3, letter B. A beauty spot, I don't know if you can see it, but it's under her right eye. And the other lady also under her eye and under the mouth. It was so common to do it, like with a pen, makeup pen, of course, to draw these beauty spots. Anyway. Number 5, you can see it in letter B, the makeup. Letter B, a lot of makeup on those times. Letter C, her lips are red, her eyes. She's wearing this eyelid. Okay, so now I'm going to ask you to I want you to tell me if you understand the word hairstyle and skin. Do you know those concepts? The hairstyle is the style that you use, of course, and the skin is what covers your body. It can be fair, F-A-I-R, fair skin when it is whitish, or dark skin when it is darker, of course. Then read the guide to an exhibition on the history of fashion. Which part, 1 or 2, talks about fashions today, fashions in the past, clothes, hairstyles, and skin. So let's read the text together. It says Changing Image. This exhibition shows how ideas of beauty and fashion change with culture and time and are often connected to money, beliefs, and lifestyle. Because that's the way it is. It is always, everything is connected to money, beliefs, and lifestyle. So let's go to paragraph number 1. In 1624, King Louis XIII of France started wearing a wig because he was bald. Bald means no hair. Soon, fashionable men in Northern Europe started wearing wigs, like the man in this picture. Under the wig, his hair is shaved or tied back. So it was mainly as an imitation of King Louis XIII, because he was bald and he had to wear this wig. Letter B. This 18th century woman has got a large white wig with jewels in it. She put jewels in the hair. She's wearing white makeup, very super white makeup, and has got a black beauty spot to show her pale skin. You see, that's the purpose of the beauty spot, to enhance is like to highlight the whiteness of her skin. Pale skin was fashionable for hundreds of years in Northern Europe because it showed that you didn't work outside in the fields. So you're not a simple worker. You were inside the house. You were not in the fields. So that's why you were so white, because you didn't have to be under the sun working. Then in 1923, fashion designer Coco Chanel came back from holiday with a tan. A tan is bronceado. Suddenly, a tan showed you had a lot of money and could travel to hot countries. By the 1970s, tans were very popular in Europe. So as you can see at the beginning, being pale was fashionable because it meant that you didn't have to work under the sun. But after Coco Chanel came back with a tan on her face, they all wanted to be like her because that meant that you had money to travel to other places that were hot countries. Okay. Number 2, today Indian fashions change from place to place. This woman is wearing a sari, the traditional dress of Indian women. Remember the pronunciation, please. For one woman, you say woman. W-O-M-A-N. Woman. Like Wonder Woman. But when you talk about more than one, you say women with we sound, and women. The type of sari often shows a woman's age, occupation, and religion, and where she comes from. She's got a special necklace to show that she's married, and a red dot on her forehead, often called a bindi. Traditionally, the bindi also shows that someone is married, but nowadays a lot of unmarried women, I'm sorry, a lot of unmarried women and even children have bindis because they are fashionable. Most Indian women wear traditional dress, but men in towns and cities in all regions of India usually wear Western style clothing like shirts and trousers. In villages, however, many men are still more comfortable in traditional clothing. Alright, so let's go back to activity number 2. You can read the text again without my interventions. I'm really sorry for that. I need to make comments every time I read. So, read it again. Pause the video. Read it. Sorry again for interrupting. To the activity, which part 1 or 2 talks about that. So now I'm going to give you the answer, so pause the video. Ready? All right. So, activity number 2. Number 1, fashions today is in part number 2. Then, fashions in the past is in part number 1. Clothes is in part number 2. Hairstyles is in part number 1. And finally, skin is in part number 1. questions, right? Let's answer the question. Let's do it together, all right? Why did people in Northern Europe want to wear wigs, have pale skin, and have a tan? We already discussed that while we were reading. Wigs, because the King of France wore a wig and they became fashionable. Skin, it showed you didn't work in the fields, and tan, it showed that you had money and could travel to hot countries. It is silly, right? Okay, but it wasn't in those days. 2. What can sari often show about the person who wears it? What about a bindi? Sari shows the person's age, occupation, religion, where it's from. Bindi, that you're married, but now unmarried women also wear them, it says. What's the difference between the way women and men dress in India? Important, because women wear traditional dress. Men in towns wear Western clothes, but some of them, they said at the end of the paragraph that some of them were still more comfortable in traditional clothing. This section that says talking groups, which have in the forum, so I'm just going to read them for you so you can understand the difference or understand the questions, but I'm going to let you work on that in the forum section, all right? It says, what current fashions do you like? What fashions do you dislike? Current means actual, nowadays. 2. What colors and styles suit you, fit you, makes you look good? Do you wear special clothes? Sorry for that. Do you wear special clothes for special occasions? Of course. Well, okay, it was not my forum. What? Do you like makeup? Makeup with hyphen, make line up is what you put on your face. Or jewelry? Do you think the things people wear show their personality? What else can they show? Interesting. So that is going to be for our forum. A little bit about the vocabulary. I said that we were going to expand more the vocabulary for describing people. Look at the table. Which words could describe the 3 people in the exhibition guide on page 68? Like using words like, for example, he or she is very tall, short, medium high, beautiful, or bold. They are just examples. You say she is or he is. If you want to say it in past, is she was or he was, right? If it is about something that you're describing like in the moment, like in the picture, when you're describing a picture, you say the subject, he or she, then the verb to be, in this case is, if it is present, was, if it is past. Wearing with ing, and then the things that people are wearing. You don't use. So you never say, she is using makeup. No, she's wearing. Wearing is the verb that you use to talk about clothes and things you put on your body. Like makeup, jewelry, glasses, high heels, trousers, a jacket, and a dress. High heels, taco alto. If we have classes someday, you will see that I never wear high heels. I hate it because I'm super tall. Then she is and he's got, and that is for talking about the hair, the eyes mainly, and the skin. Other things that are extra could be a beard, mustache, and glasses. Another color of eyes that does not appear there, but maybe you have, is hazel eyes. Hazel. Hazel eyes. Is it that color of eyes that is not green? It's like brownish and greenish, and it is like in between. When the sun comes, people say, "Oh, your eyes look a little bit green, a little bit." That is the hazel color. Like in Spanish is like the color of almendras. That is hazel eyes. And then the idea is that we can describe a person, so that is going to be in our future test, but if you want to, you can practice. This is to practice the verb have got, right? It says in yellow. In these sentences, have got means the same as have. Have got is only for British English, by the way. They have got pale skin. They have pale skin. She has got a special necklace. She has a special necklace. Let's complete the activity. Pause the video and complete. Did you? Okay, so now let's check. 1. What did you put in number 1? Have you got glasses? 2. Yes, I have. No, I haven't. 3. They have got pale skin. 4. I haven't got a lot of jewelry. That's me, by the way, and never wear a lot of jewelry. Do you wear a lot of jewelry? No, for me it's just the basics. Earrings. That's it. Here she it. Has she got a tan? Yes, she has. No, she hasn't. Now that we are all indoors, we are never going to have a tan again. 7. She has got a bindi. 8. He hasn't got a beard or a mustache. Who's got a mustache there in the class? Leave a comment if you have a mustache. Complete this paragraph about another picture in the exhibition. Use the correct form of have got. So read the text, take a look at the subject, complete it, and then come back to the video. In the mid-1800s in Northern Europe, it was important for people to look clean and tidy. In this picture of a British couple, they aren't wearing wigs, and they, plain and simple clothes. So, and they want plain and simple clothes. What did you put? Remember, and they has got or got. Have got. Very good. The man, short hair. So it's the man. The man is only one. Because it's not men, it's man. So the man has got, it's only one, he. Short hair, a beard, and mustache. The woman, it's only a woman, remember, not women. So the woman has got long hair, tied back, and she, what goes there in number 4? Hasn't got, because it's negative, any makeup, hasn't got any. It's the tip, when any appears, it's always negative, all right? They haven't got any jewelry, you see? There again, negative. So, we are going to go to the forum now and wish you the best. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and get ready for 4.3 that is going to be interactive. See you then. Enjoy your weekend.